Hey guys, welcome to Technology Shop. This is the fourth program of pattern printing. Today we are going to discuss new pattern here. If you didn't watch previous video of this pattern printing, then please watch them all, especially part 1, because we have discussed various basic terms and points related to pattern printing in that video. So that will be very helpful for you guys, and that is why I am suggesting you to watch especially part 1. Before starting, I would like to say, if you are new to this channel, then please do click on subscribe button to get notification of my new videos. So let's start this video. Okay, today we are going to discuss this pattern here. So let's try to extract the basic information which we need to print the pattern. Number of outer loop. So to find number of outer loop, what we have to count? We have to count number of rows. And how many rows we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 rows and our outer loop will run 5 times. Now to find number of inner loop, what we have to count? We have to count number of columns. And how many number of columns we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we have 5 columns and our inner loop will run 5 times. Now we have to find what to print. So we can see here, first 5 is printing 5 times in the first row, then in the next row 5 times 4 is printing, then 5 times 3 is printing, then 5 times 2 is printing, and at last 5 times 1 is printing. We already know and also discussed in earlier video that if we need to print constant number in the row, and we can this constant value to print with the help of our outer loop variable. So we will print the value of outer loop variable here, and we are going to use I as a variable for the outer loop. Now how our code snippet will look like? In this pattern we can see printing is starting from 5 and then 4, 3, 2 and 1. It means our outer loop will need to run 5 times, but we will run it from 5 to 1. Okay, so our code for outer loop will look like this. For I is equal to 1, I is greater than equal to 1, I minus minus. And now how our inner loop code will look like? See, this pattern depends on outer loop and it has no business to do with inner loop. So the work of inner loop is to run 5 times, whether it will run from 2 to 6, 5 to 1, 1 to 5 or 10 to 15 or any 5 consecutive number. So we can take it to 1 to 5 or 5 to 1. Here for simplicity we will use the same code as of outer loop, that is for j is equal to 5, j is greater than equal to 1, j minus minus. And now what we are printing here? We are printing the value of variable I. So we will print it inside the inner loop, and in between inner loop and outer loop we will give new line statement like system.out.println. So I think this is enough theory to understand the logic. Let's start the practical approach of this program. Let's start to write fourth program in Eclipse. Right click on project, go to new and click on class. Give the name of your Java class. I will give pp4, means pattern program 4, and now click on finish. So inside class, first we will define main method, public static void main, not name, it will be main, and string argument. So inside main method we will first define our outer loop for int I is equal to 5, I is greater than or equal to 1, I minus minus. And inside our outer loop we will define our inner loop for j is equal to 5, j is greater than equal to 1, j minus minus. And inside inner loop we will print the value of variable I. So system dot out dot print the value of I, and in between our inner loop and outer loop we will give new line statement like system dot out dot println. There is one error. Forget to define the type of variable. So now there is no error and it looks good. So let's try to execute this program. Congratulations, we have successfully printed our pattern. So guys, this video ends here, and if you like this information, please hit on like button to support me. Thank you guys, bye, see you again.